Hello, welcome back to EPG. I'm, of course, Greg, your host. Like a lot of the rest of the world, I saw the film Obsession recently, and I liked it very, very much. Great cast, great crew, everybody did a great job. But one of the things I noticed, and this is getting a little bit more philosophical here, is that horror films and media tend to display the anxieties of the times in which they are created. So if you look at Dracula, that was about the fear of immigration. If you look at the slasher films of the 70s and 80s, it was about the seeming uptick of random violence in the US. Backrooms, which also just came out, it was kind of like the current anxiety regarding AI. And you have Obsession, which is the fear of what incel men can do. So for those who are not familiar with the vernacular, incel stands for involuntarily celibate. So young men who can't get dates or want to date but really can't find people to date. So no spoilers here regarding Obsession, but there's something that I witnessed when I was watching the film and kind of began thinking about was that a lot of the people, the young people in this film, they stayed home. They all went to the same school. They all stayed in the same small town. They all worked at the same job. So that made me think of a psychological term called propinquity, meaning that people who spend a lot of time together naturally tend to start developing feelings for one another, potentially. So that's where you have something like high school sweethearts, or you have people who do office romances. It's because people are in such close proximity to each other. So sometimes it works out, a lot of times it doesn't. So there are hurt feelings and feelings of unrequited love for people who are stuck in this type of situation. So, of course, my recommendation is to get out and travel. Of course, this being a travel channel, that is my recommendation. So there is a lot of benefits of getting out of whatever place you find yourself, especially if you are feeling like you are an incel. You can start traveling the world. You can start getting in new situations. And one of the things I feel, especially leading to kind of this, incel epidemic, is that a lot of people just don't seem to have social skills or ability to carry on conversations with people and just not be socially awkward. So one of the things about that, especially when you're out in kind of the world, the greater world, is you are going to have, some sort of awkward dealings when you're out in places that don't necessarily speak your native language. And it's better to embrace it and then process it than just kind of, be awkward and then go home and obsess over it and be like, oh, I was, didn't interact with this person this way or didn't interact well that way. But when you're traveling, you are kind of, give yourself some grace with that, and then you can internalize it, process it, and then hopefully do better the next time you're in a situation like that. Also, as I said before, with propinquity, you can actually have it work in your favor, because if you are, again, in a place that doesn't necessarily speak your native language, so mine is English, you can find somebody in this place that also speaks your native language, and then you can kind of build a bond like that. Or if they're a group of people, you can build new bonds with new friends and do new things that are exciting together. And then who knows, maybe sparks will fly with this new kind of interaction and situation. So that is my advice for you to avoid obsession. So thank you very much for your time, and get out there.